Welcome everybody to the Die Hard Boxing Channel, DHB Episode 2, Round 2. This is Chris Noble, CEO, once again with my man Ty Stewart, the VP. And we're here representing, want to make sure that we touch base on a fight that's upcoming. Is a mega fight for all boxing fans, all diehards. Ever since this fight got announced, I've been looking forward to it because it features somebody from Dallas, and I'm from Dallas. You know, Ty here, he's from the DC area, but you know, he's adopted Dallas.
I live in Dallas now. I'm here, bro. I'm here now.
He really adopted the Dallas. I am from the Dallas. Right?
Did you really pull that?
Quote my man Bang. But anyhow,
I like that.
I'm all for this fight because it's two of the best, and this is what boxing needs. It means the best to fight the best, and this is what's going down. If you don't know who Errol Spence Jr. is, former Olympian, he is a great fighter. He sparred with Floyd Mayweather Jr.
That boy's the truth.
And that's his name, right? The Truth. So, and he's fighting Special K, who's no slouch. I'm telling you, this man is a bad boy too. Kell Brook. He's fought some good fighters. He's beaten Sean Porter. And he went up to test himself against Triple G. But more on that in just a second.
Indeed.
So basically, this is the fight that a lot of fans have been wanting to see. So Kell Brook versus Errol Spence Jr. for the welterweight IBF title is going down in England. So Errol's going to Kell's backyard to fight Kell. And basically, anybody that's seen a fight take place in England lately, and if you saw the Joshua versus Klitschko fight, or any of the fights that take place there, it is an electric atmosphere.
But not only is it an electric atmosphere, Spence is going directly into enemy territory. Yeah, and you got to respect that. You got to respect that.
He's testing himself. But Kell Brook. We'll start talking about Kell Brook first and foremost. Kell Brook is the champion. He won the welterweight title from Sean Porter, and as I mentioned earlier, that's his keynote victory. He was supposed to be fighting Amir Khan. That's his rival. Basically, I think that fight's going to happen down the line, but that fight just never materialized. He was also supposed to fight Devin Alexander, and that fight never happened. But he did.
Damn, Devin.
Remember that? But he did fight Sean Porter. He looked good. Great ring generalship. He's a great counterpuncher. Sean Porter was just coming off. He's riding high off after his fight with Paulie Malignaggi, in which he just burst out on the scene. He looked really good, but he ran into a buzzsaw when he fought Brook, and Brook just fought masterfully. He was like countering him. He was just great ring generalship, right? And he ended up winning that fight, and deservedly so. They didn't rob him, but. Shortly after that, he got stabbed in the leg or something, so he kind of went on a hiatus.
It delayed him a bit. It did.
Yeah, I think he was in Spain vacationing, maybe I'm wrong, somewhere, and he got stabbed in the leg. So we didn't hear much from Special K. But when he did come out on the scene, he went full force. The man has no fear
at all. None at all, bro.
Who did he fight next? He fought Triple G. He went up 2 weight classes to fight a man that everybody had been ducking and dodging.
Respect.
Right? Yeah, definitely respect. He went and fought Gennady Golovkin, and you know what? When he was in that fight, he performed better than I thought he would. For a welterweight to go up to middleweight and basically be dominating a fight for the first few rounds, which he looked really good. He was boxing wonderfully. I think he gave the blueprint
most definitely
to Danny Jacobs. And when Danny Jacobs fought Triple G, he was boxing kind of in a similar fashion.
And that's why that fight was so close. That's exactly why the fight was so close.
So Kell is a good boxer. He's not to be underestimated. He is the champion, but. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a homer. I'm saying this because I've watched Errol's career. I've seen him as an Olympian. I've watched him come up through the ranks. I saw him fight Bundu, who fought Keith Thurman and went 12 rounds, right? It was a highly contested fight. Well, I mean, it was a one-sided fight.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't highly contested. It was a one-sided fight. But what I'm trying to say is he went the distance, and he did not go the distance with Errol Spence. Errol ended that fight spectacularly, just knocked him out.
Man down.
Right, most definitely. And it was strap season because after he did that, he just did this strap. I was like, yeah. Oh. Okay, so after that, what does he do? He goes and they let Chris Algieri out of the cage again. They should have just kept him in the cage.
Should have kept him in the cage, bro. Domesticated him, bro.
Once he came out that cage, he got in there and he got just annihilated. Them body shots. Them body shots hurt.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
So, and remember, and although he's a journeyman of sorts, he did beat, I think it was Alvarado. Was it Alvarado?
Yes, it was Mike Alvarado.
Okay, and then he also he also fought Pacquiao, right, as a journeyman, and Pacquiao knocked him down several times, but he couldn't finish
him. Was that 6 or 8? It was a lot of times, bro.
It was a lot of times, man, but he couldn't finish him off, right? But guess who did finish him off? Errol Spence Jr.
Yes, sir.
And Errol did it in spectacular fashion. And so this is going to be a great fight. So now we're down to our predictions. We'll wrap this up in the next minute. Basically, here's my prediction for this fight. I think it's going to be great early on. I think Brook is going to have some early success. I think Errol is going to put some pressure on him. He's going to deliver some of those vicious body shots. And this thing is going to be over in 8 rounds. I'm calling it TKO victory for Errol Spence Jr. Strap season. And you know why I say that? Because GGG went up. He went up 2 weight classes to fight GGG.
Yes, sir.
He's dropping back down. I don't care. Everybody's saying he's in spectacular. He looks great physically. But I'm telling you right now, so did Roy when he dropped back down from fighting Ruiz to fight Antonio Tarver. And you saw what happened there. And De La Hoya, he looked great when he came back down in weight and tried to fight Pacquiao. There's something about that weight drain. There's something about within a year's time trying to cut all that excess weight and fight. I don't care how good you look. It's gonna, and especially when you're going up somebody that's gonna be attacking that body. And Errol is a phenomenal body puncher, so I really look for him to utilize that body attack. And like I said, I think it's gonna be over in round 8.
You calling a round 8, TKO? I think it's going to be round 10. But I don't believe it's going to be the weight drain. I believe it's going to be the strength of those fists connecting with this man's body. And I believe with all my heart, Brook is going to get his orbital bone broken again. Spence hits that hard, bro.
He does hit hard. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it ends sooner. And, you know, this is going to be his coming out party of sorts, I believe.
The young lion is out there, bro. He's hungry, man.
It's man down. Strap season. We're going to leave it at that.
Strap
Hard Boxing. Be sure to catch us on Facebook at Die Hard Boxing. You can catch us on Instagram, Die Hard Boxing as well. And then our Twitter handle, Die Hard